Hello, in this video we are going to explore how do you use whiteboard software to scribble. Okay, so as you know, there are different types of software that we have explained in the first video. One is called Notate-it, Smoothdraw, Microsoft Paint, PowerPoint. Okay, so in this video I'm going to mostly focus on these two tools to explain you how we are going to use these two tools to scribble effectively. Okay, so here's the thing, like so the first thing is Notate-it. So right now the one that I'm basically this is the tool that is called Notate-it, and you can start a new Notate, and this is this is the file, Notate-it file, and by default it comes with a white background. You can change the color by changing the go to page and then page color to say black, so that way it's going to be black, just like a blackboard kind of thing. And you can, and these are called the pens, and you can change the color of the pens by just choosing something. So now I have a white pen. Okay, and also these are the eraser, so you can basically erase and so on. Okay, so there's a basic tools, and also you have some other tools like pre-built images like rectangle, ellipse, filled rectangle, and so on. Okay, so you can use these tools to basically dynamically create certain things, but mostly you should be fine just by with a pen. And if you're explaining some mathematical equation and all those things, then this is probably the best tool to do. Okay, so, and here is in the down, what you have, you can have multiple pages. So basically what I recommend you to, basically you can start your lecture with multiple pages so that you can pre-fill some material. So the way that I have done here, like say for example in this case, what I have done here, like I have already written something. Okay, so I don't have to really spend some time to write those things. But however, whenever you are trying to explain some concept or certain things, you might just write them on the fly. Okay, like for example you are doing some derivation, right? So in that case basically you're just going to do going to write it on the fly. Okay, so this is how you're going to use Notate-it. And also another thing, this is why I like Notate, is that say I want to explain something about like for example something on the internet. Okay, so for example I want to explain about so let me just basically check, like this is my favorite site, Cricinfo, and then something going on today. So let's say I want to explain on a roundabout on this picture. Okay, so I go to Notate and I go to this tools, and then I go to capture window, and then go to custom area, and then I just can basically get this thing entirely to this page. So then I can basically I can explain about some certain things based on this thing, like this is probably the ball and this is the bat and all this thing. Okay, so that is one thing. Another thing is that, say for example, if you have already created a lot of PowerPoint presentations. Okay, so let's say so here's a PowerPoint slide on something called what is sampling. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically using the same technique whatever I showed, like go to tools, go to capture window, and go to custom area, and now let's capture this thing. Okay, so now all this PowerPoint, whatever key points in the PowerPoint, they are in the Notate. And here is what the added advantage of this thing is, that I'm going to have basically enough area on my screen now to explain whatever way I want. Okay, so I can cut and paste something very quickly from the internet and try to explain on that. I can basically take a screenshot of my program and try to explain on that. So this is where the Notate's most this is the feature that I like in Notate-it, is that capture anything and then explain on that. So essentially in some cases what we do, we are just, we say, let's say we have a 20 pages PowerPoint presentation, we bring them all to Notate so that we have all the spaces in the world to explain, scribble, and all these things about the PPT. You can always argue that I can go to the PowerPoint full slide share mode and then get a pen and do that. But the thing is that the ease of use is the point. In a PowerPoint, if I click something else, in some other pages are going to come, but these things are more controlled here in Notate. Okay, so that is my first advantage of Notate. Okay, and the second advantages are, like you have all this pre-built materials, like pre-built things that I can draw on top of that. Okay, so this is how you can use Notate. And also, like sometimes say, like say for example in this page, when you're trying to explain, you want everything to be not too visible. What I'm going to do, I'm going to basically draw a rectangle on top of that, so everything is not visible right now. And then when I'm explaining, right, so I started to try to explain here something, and then I need that picture, right? So basically what I've done, that picture is there here already. Okay, so this is the picture. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically click on this and then to delete, so that the picture will come. Okay, so you can hide things in the beginning, and then while you are going on explaining the things, you can always basically delete those things and then try to explain. Okay, so this is the second advantage. And but the thing is that this cost you about $40. So the other option that you have is called a software called Smooth Draw. Okay, so let me just go there quickly. Okay, so this is software called Smooth Draw, and as you see, like, here is the this is the scribbling area. So to initiate the come with, like, this is again it's going to come in the white background. You can always change the background like this. You just choose this thing white, and you choose the back as black. Okay, and then do a new thing, so everything will come on a black background. And then you can change the canvas size, so resize canvas. So let's make it, say, I just make it 6,000. So this is a big number, and then it's going to basically give me something, a bigger area. So this is my, okay, so now this is my blackboard, and basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to record only this part, okay, of the screen, so that these things are not going to be shown in my final video. And basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically try to explain there in the equation and all this thing, and then basically maybe just a little bigger process size. So now, so this is how I'm going to explain. Okay, but the problem is that in Notate we have multiple pages, but you don't have those multiple pages, but you have the other things that you can have a bigger area where you can scribble. Okay, and then the important thing in Smooth Draw is the writing is really smooth compared to Notate. I feel this is smooth, and also let me just, so this is smooth. And then other important thing is that is the ease of changing color, right? Now you can change the color pretty easily. Okay, so like, so see, like, this is a thing which Notate you have to go on and do a couple of things. So this is the advantage of Smooth Draw. And then Smooth Draw is basically doesn't cost you anything. And also, like, in Smooth Draw also you can capture some screenshot by using green shot, that I think I explained in one of the video before. So let's say you want to capture something, some screenshot, right? So let's say capture region. Let's say I want to capture this region, and then now I copy to a clipboard, and then I go here, and then I just want to Control V, so I paste it. Okay, so basically I got the screen, screenshot from this tool, but it's not as good as Notate, but still you can do all this thing. Okay, so but the thing is that if you are doing some kind of derivation or something, and probably this is the best tool that you can use to do some derivation, and it's really smooth, and it should work.